You keep checking Zillow and it feels like everything good is already gone. By the time you see a home that you like, there are already 10 offers on it and you're back to square one. If you're a first-time home buyer, this can be exhausting. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through 5 non-traditional ways to find homes that almost nobody else is looking at. We're talking about off-market homes, overlooked listings, and quiet opportunities that are hiding in plain sight so that you can stop feeling shut out and start feeling like you actually have an edge. I'm Brad Brondt. I work with Acre Mortgage. I've been originating mortgages since 2009, and I've helped thousands of families with home financing. And I want you to know that there are more options than what you see on the big apps. You just need a better map and the right team in your corner. Let us start with the first non-traditional method, tapping into true off-market and pocket listings. Here's the problem. Most buyers think if it's not online, it doesn't exist. But a lot of homes are in that in-between stage. Maybe the seller is thinking about listing, but not ready to go public. Maybe an agent knows of a client who would sell for the right terms, but they don't want a parade of showings. Those are called pocket listings or quiet opportunities. The solution is to plug into those conversations. That usually happens through relationships, not through apps. You want an agent who is well networked and actively asking other agents, who do you have that might sell in this neighborhood? You also want your financing lined up so that when your name comes up, you are seen as serious and ready. Picture this. You love a certain neighborhood. Your agent knows 3 other agents who all have owners considering a move. You're already pre-approved with a clear price range. When one homeowner says, we might be open to selling, you are the first call. No bidding war, no public circus, just an honest conversation about price, timing, and terms. That's access. The second non-traditional method is going after stale, expired, and withdrawn listings. These are homes that were on the market before, did not sell, and now they're not actively listed. Most buyers forget about them, but sometimes the only thing wrong was timing, pricing, or weak marketing. The problem is those sellers are often frustrated. They feel burned by the process, so they're not gonna rush back onto the market. Your advantage is this. They might still wanna move. They might be very open to a clean offer from a prepared buyer. Here's how this works. Your agent pulls a list of expired or withdrawn homes in your target areas. You and your agent review the list. You look at the photos, past pricing, days on market. Then your agent reaches out to those owners directly. It can be a letter, a call, or even a knock on the door if that's appropriate for the neighborhood. You position yourself as a prepared buyer, not a tire kicker. Maybe the seller was listed too high. Maybe the home needed a few updates and buyers bailed. If you are realistic and your financing is structured well, that can be a win for both sides. The third method is mining rentals and rent signs for future opportunities. A lot of first-time buyers do not realize that many landlords would actually consider selling, especially if their tenant is moving out or if they're tired of managing the property. You might see a for rent sign and think out of reach, but sometimes that's a potential purchase hiding in plain sight. Here's a strategy. When you see a rental in a local neighborhood that you love, make a note. Your agent can look up the owner and reach out professionally. The message is simple. I have a prepared buyer who loves this area. If you ever consider selling instead of renting again, would you be open to a private conversation? Some will ignore it. Some will say no. But you do not need everyone. You only need one yes in the right location. The fourth method is what investors call driving for dollars, but we tailor it for regular home buyers. Instead of just scrolling on your phone, you and your agent pick 2 or 3 neighborhoods that you absolutely love. Then you physically drive those streets regularly. You're looking for signs, literally for rent signs, old for sale by owner signs, yards that look like the owner might be overwhelmed, homes being cleaned out, estate sale signs. Your agent can follow up quietly with letters and calls. This might sound old school, but here's what actually happens. Most people never do this. So the few buyers who are this intentional are often the first ones in line when an owner gets ready to sell privately. You're not guaranteed a deal, but You have created opportunities that would never show up in a typical online search. The fifth method is leveraging coming soon and pre-market buzz the right way. Some markets and platforms allow agents to mark a home as coming soon before it's fully active. There can be strict rules around showings and offers, so you always gotta follow local guidelines. But here's the key. Buyers who are prepared and connected see these homes earlier. That gives you more time to decide, more time to negotiate, and sometimes a chance to make an early strong offer before a full-on frenzy starts. Here's where your financing really matters. If you're still guessing at what you qualify for, you cannot move fast with confidence. When you have gone through a solid pre-approval with a lender and you understand your budget, your payment comfort zone, and your closing cost expectations, you can act quickly when the right home shows up in that pre-market window. If you're getting value from this, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss future updates on how to compete smarter as a first-time buyer. Now, here's the honest truth. You do not need all 5 of these methods at full blast. What you need is 1 or 2 that fit your personality, your schedule, and your comfort level, paired with the right team structure. Maybe you're more comfortable letting your agent do the outreach to expired and rental owners. Maybe you actually like the idea of driving favorite streets on a Saturday with a coffee and a notepad, while your lender and your agent handle the logistics in the background. The point is, you're not stuck with just the same listings that everyone else is chasing. When you approach this as a team effort, it gets easier. Your job is to clarify where you want to live, how you want to live, and roughly when you want to move. Our job as your lending team is to help you get financially ready so that you can write strong offers on short notice without guessing. Your agent's job is to open more doors, literally and figuratively, than the average buyer ever sees. Do not let fear of competition or low inventory stop you from even trying. There are buyers who are quietly winning every single week using strategies like these. If you want help mapping this out for your specific situation, check out the link in the description. You can book a strategy call with our team at Acre Mortgage. We will walk you through your numbers, your timeline, and how these non-traditional search methods might work in your market. You do not have to figure this out alone. Click the link in the description, book a call with the team, and let us help you take the next step toward that first home.